Rory McIlroy PGA Tour. Tiger Woods' name off, Masters no more. This is all about Rory and the few golfers that they have left on the PGA license. Ben, what do you think of the game?
This is a pretty mediocre golf game. I don't think they want to promote it very hard. I'm surprised at how low quality this is.
I mean, this is one of those things like they did with NHL where they completely under-delivered with their game. I mean, they took a year off. They want to make it like the definitive golf edition game for the next gen, and then it comes out and it's pretty much stripped of all things fun that we know from the Tiger Woods games, like anything but match and stroke play.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of problems here. I mean, it's starting with the fact that you've got 12 golfers, 12 PGA pros in this game. In the last game, Tiger Woods PGA 14, there were 40 golfers. And not only are there only 12 golfers, you have no legends. So Arnold Palmer, Jack Nicklaus, they're not in here.
No ladies.
I just think that's embarrassing. Like, you know, they made strides. Like, look, we've got LPGA golfers, and then the next year they're like, oh yeah, forget it. We didn't have time. I mean, what's that about?
Take out the Masters, take out the ladies, take out half the courses. Here's the golf game.
12 pros just doesn't do it. And you're right, the courses, there's 8 real-life courses. In the last game, I think there were 20. They've got these fantasy courses, which they've really pushed hard with this video of them hitting a ball through like a battlefield course. Yeah. And it looks cool. You've got like an aircraft carrier beached in the middle of your fairway, but you don't do anything interesting. You still just play a boring round of golf. Like, no power-ups. It's not arcadey. These fantasy courses aren't brand new Hot Shots golf, awesome fireball shots or anything. That's what I think we were expecting out of fantasy courses. They're just boring, straightforward courses that you just play through.
You can play as a soldier, one of the playable characters. They took all the ladies and Masters out, but now you can play as the guy from Battlefield.
Yeah, it's really pretty lame here. The one thing I will grant this game is that the swing mechanics work pretty well. And at the very beginning of the game, you've got this prologue where they let you play as Rory McIlroy. They kind of teach you some of the basics of the game, and then they kind of spit you out into a very quick take on the last US Open. I think they spent more money on Rory McIlroy's face in a video than they did putting more courses and players into the game. It's like, why'd they blow all this cash on this part of the game? I mean, I don't mind the prologue, it's fine. It just feels like they went way too big with it.
And then when you go from a professional golfer like Rory in the tutorial or the prologue, and then you're like, I'm gonna create my own golfer, which used to be one of the craziest like WWE 2K type amazing features.
With the character creator?
Now she's like, here's 12 faces. I don't know, pick one of those.
Everyone looks terrible. I could not get anybody to look okay in this. They all look weird and strange. And then the pro mode itself is pretty lame. I mean, it can take you through all these different tournaments, and they do one of two things. You can either play every hole, or you could just do a highlights. I like the highlights because it lets you play through quicker. Well, and you can,
I'm like, all right,
you can also finish a tournament in like a half an hour as opposed to like 2 hours. It just doesn't take as long. It's insane that they take away all of the kind of control and customization and connection you're supposed to make with the Be a Pro mode. It's the worst Be a Pro mode in any EA Sports game in ages.
You know what I would have taken? Tiger Woods PGA 14 remastered. It would have been great. It would have been fine. Everything would have been copacetic. I would have had tons of golfers, ladies, Masters, everyone to choose from. Instead, I got this, which looks great. It's got a good swing system, but there's just way too much stripped out of it to give it any high praise.
So what are you going to give it then?
I'm giving Rory McIlroy PGA Tour just a 6 out of 10.
I'm going down to a 5 out of 10. Really disappointing. No features, no fun. Stay off the course.